First, the headlines. All Manipur Muslim students' organizations warn of different forms of intense agitations if the state government fails to implement 4% higher education for Meitei Pangal students. Textiles, Commerce and Industry Minister Deemita Kipgim attended Board of Trade meeting at New Delhi. And India logs 5,108 new COVID-19 cases, 19 days in last 24 hours. Hello and welcome to ELITETV, your English news bulletin. I'm your host Deemita. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. All Manipur Muslim students' organizations, AMMSO, warn of different forms of intense agitations if the state government fails to implement 4% higher education for Meitei Pangal students in the state reservation policy at the earliest. Speaking to media persons during a press meet held at AMMSO head office, Hata Imphalis, the organization president KH Ayub Shah said that though the reservation policy of Meitei Pangal has implemented in the year 2006 in applying government job, however, due to not implementing the policy in higher education, the Meitei Pangal students were not able to hold high posts till now. He said the agreement was signed with the government and AMMSO in 2020 relating the said demand, but with no process being taken up till date, shows that the sentiments of the Meitei Pangal students are neglected. The organization president further said that with positive response from the state and department concerned, despite serving various ultimatums, the organization took the decision to launch different forms of agitations under their demands is fulfilled along with many Muslim students' organization.
27 December 2006 ki matamdugi government amadi amso anigi marakta khuyek pinaduna state reservation policy da sada 4% reservation asi professional amadi job sing da chat hanbiram me adugu yamna lebak thibadi yamna maru oiliba adi society ma sakot pada backbone oiliba education asidadi higher education tambadadi reservation policy asi chat hanbiram da ba asina maram oiraka de pangal mairoi singna higher education tamnabo hot nabakanda ide asauba khudongcha do kya mayok nare masigi sum mathakta job tadi chat hanbiram na maram oiraka de asauba posting haibadi higher education na apply to yaba adi government job sinda apply to matam dadi higher education tamdabana maram oiraka de mamang thong thingaga maning thong hangbaga pangkak oire hai nai de Manipur miyam da thamjari ai de iswasi ki matang da adi amso na how ke 23 September 2022 gi adi mamangi thate ultimatum ma pisan jake hai ba ultimatum adu da sukari gumba reply am folake masina maram oira kan de da ngasi di Manipur pangan gi mairoi sing na di tumin na khangdu laisin ba ngamakte maram masina makhal makha kya gi democratic oi ba khongjang kya sangsil ani hai ba khongjang asi koi gi pandam masi phang di phaw ba koi hanba lairo.
Governor Laganation had an interaction program with the students of Mega Manipur schools at Governor Raj Bhavan on Tuesday. The interaction program, teachers and the students presented Lengyan Fee and a portrait of Governor drawn by the art teacher of the school was also presented. The governor also released a big monthly magazines of the school, The Stride, on the occasion. Relating to the journal release, the governor advised to put one story each of the freedom fighters in every journal release to make known of the bravery, and to the students and a tour of Raj Bhavan was also held. The governor presented one pen each to the students and a portrait cup of Raj Bhavan and Kangla to the teachers. The students of Mega Manipur expressed happy and gratitude to His Excellency the Governor for spending his valuable time and motivating the students. Textiles, Commerce and Industry Minister Nemcha Kipgen yesterday attended the Board of Trade meeting at a convention hall, the Ashok, New Delhi, organized by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. Union Minister of Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal, Ministers of State for Commerce and Industry chair the meeting along with Union Ministers of State Shom Prakash and Anupriya Patel, among others. While addressing the gathering, State Industry Minister Nemcha Kipgen stated that Manipur being on the trade route to Southeast Asian countries deserves more focus. She also mentioned strengthening of border trade at the Moreh border town and setting up a border heads at the Baihang and New Somtal needs to be expedite. Nemcha Kipgen also drew the attention for development of infrastructure and to place more human resources. E-visa, transport, protocol and international flights will help in trade as well as people to connect, she asserted. Additional Chief Secretary Planning, Government of Manipur, Van Lumang, Commissioner Textile, Commerce and Industry Manipur Pradeep Kumar Jha accompanied the State Industry Minister in the meeting. It may be mentioned that such board meeting headed by the Union Ministry for Commerce and Industry provides an opportunity to have regular discussions and consultations with trade and industry and advise the government on policy measures related to foreign trade policy in order to achieve the objectives of boosting India's trade coupled with a vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. The third foundation celebrations of One Stop Center in Imphal East District was held at the community hall of Kongpal Khetri-Lekai, Porampat yesterday. MLA of Khetrigao Assembly Constituency, Sheikh Nur Hassan, Deputy Commissioner Imphal East District, Kumanthem Daina Devi, IAS, Chief Medical Officer of Imphal East, Dr. L. Indira Devi, Adhaksha of Imphal East, P. Bimola Devi, and Pradhan of Top Nauria Gram Panchayat, M. Dinachandra Singh attended the function as a presidium members. Speaking at the occasions, MLA Sheikh Nur Hassan stated that the launching of one-stop centers is an initiative sponsored by the central government with the objective to address crime against women and help women in distress by providing shelter in such centers. He further said that staff of one-stop centers in the state investigate the issues of its inmates who are victims of various sort of crime and have been helping the victims to lead a normal life by extending all possible support. The MLA sought support from all to stop crime against women.
Domestic violence, private place to be, public place to be, any form of psychological crime will be, financial stress will be, any form of property related to be, family related to be, social related to be, crimes in the sea, Mayonnaise, review everything the high one-stop center. Makoy samasya makoy sipuraga higher ngalaga one stop center sina tungan facilities makoy si provide turaga kasai ngai ba thudok ta ipegi victim oi rido adu kannana ba amadi samasa sida adum laba nupi be singe mayo ka chathare ba amadi chathaba adu makhani crime sindagi ngapthum chanabagi kanjanabagi amadi handharina na ba samasa di inge chingna numai fana amadi ko chamana ba being amada loina the equality loina peace harmonious and tranquility like a society in the same another pananda
National Highway number 37 Imphal Jiribam Road was cut off yesterday for some hours due to landslides that occur in between K. Sinam and T. Laizang village, Kangpopi district. Many vehicles including passenger buses and loaded and empty trucks were stranded in both sides of the road. It was hard time for the commuters due to hungry in the standard area. Later, the landslide debris were cut off by the road construction's Ganpati company using his excavator machines. According to Paulette Kipgin, chief of Kesinam village, told to our correspondent that the road maintenance in between 32 to 37 kilometers is very poor. It may be mentioned that the road cutting works for the upgradations of double land is being done by the Ganpati company. People's Welfare Organizations Taubal celebrated its 26th Foundations Day at Club's ground in Taubal Wangwataba Mayay Lekai, Ward Number 2 yesterday. The celebration was attended by Taubal Municipal Council ex-Vice Chairman Akoijam Sanatomba, Ward Number 2 ex-Ward Member Laurembam Bijain, Local Elder Thaunaujam Domendro Maitay and Social Worker Waikom Chaubiton Devi as Presidium members. As part of the functions, a 2-minute silence was observed as a mark of respect to the departed club members. Later, 15 meritorious students of Class 10 and 12 examinations conducted by BOSEM, COSEM and CBSE and players who won medals at national level were honored with simple gifts. And now let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
American Oncology Institute AOI amadi Babina Specialty Hospital anigi makhada comprehensive cancer care ga loinana multi specialty service singi kudong sabasing pijari kudong sabasing adudi neurology, urology, internal medicine, general surgery, critical care ICU amadi palliative medicine ni.
DS Enterprises Kashamthong na organized over mga suba langbal kakil. Nakadol ba September gi tang taraga tagi October gi tang taraga ni toy pawwa. Tales compound na laiba aptak kangjebung da pangpok sargani.
Langbal kakil asida Manipur da lairiba furu khudingmakki cultural item amadi store sin phangbidan.
Mangarak suba langbal kakil asida national amadi international gi oiba store chama hina saruk yagadori.
Nipal tamgana pangthokwa festival amani. Festival asida gambling item amati yawjaroi handloom handicraft amadi disabled singi oina Soul 20 khudongtawa thamjai.
Tongan musical event rock show Manipuri matam isai loinana with the star dance competition amadi fashion event kaya su langbal kakil ubo khongbigani.
Please come and enjoy at Langbal Kakil.
Please come and enjoy at Langbal Kakil.
Purvashramda akhoi pumnamakpo konbiramba thokchom birachan singna thagi nungsijaraba imung manung sagai natai marup mapang macha masu khwai pumnamakpo thadoklaga haukiba tang ahum thamapan English ngani kunithoi langban gi taret ni panba thangja nimitta Sri Guru gi kripada Sri Gaurachandra Das haiba tham phangjaduna Brindavan prapti oikre lakliba tang tara taruk thamapan English ngani kunithoi Langban ge kun mathoi nipan be irai numitta Shira utsap din thokle numit aseda lai khitrabagi atmana santi oina ingna chikna leizeruna bagidamak ngamjaba bastu kharadang langjaduna Sri Hari Charan Hari Sankritan ga loinana kachagadawre upalakshya aseda Brahman Vaishnav ahalaman marup mapang amadi iche ichal khwai kibikna matam chand lingbirakuna Harinam Shravan tawbiranaba ELITETV ko thangda paujanjare Sinjalangjariba Thauchom Gambini Devi Mache Thauchom Ongbi Danau Devi Mamongnupi Thauchom Ningol Sulochana Devi Machanupi Thauchom Ningol Survala Devi Machanupi Thauchom Ningol Sorojini Devi Machanupi Thauchom Ongbi Ranjana Devi Mamongnupi Wangkhai Mayum Nongpok Nganbi Devi Masunupi Thauchom Anuradha Devi Masunupi Thauchom Diana Devi Masunupi Thauchom Jasovanta Singh Machanupa Thauchom Satyavrata Singh Machanupa Nongdon Mangang Masunupa Thauchom Satyam Singh Masunupa Yaifaba Thauchom Masunupa Mafam Brahmapur Vaigyabati Laikai Harinath Road Bekatpa Ayukpung Nipan Sankritan Hauba Nungthilpung Baromakai Khanganjaba Taret Suba Ningombam Sagai Development Organization NSDO Meritorious Amadi Achievers Award English ngani kunithoi yengthokpagi thoram lakli patang kun manga thamapan English ngani kunithoi nomai jing numit ke nongthil pung 12 makhai tawa matamda Gandhi Memorial Hall Imphal pangthokjaragani maram asina Bosem Kosem CBSE amade masiga manaba atai state singi board amade council na lawba inglisagani konithoigi 10th amade 12th ki mahi ki changing da mai paklaba 60% amade masigi mathakta fangba sagai gi mahiroi singna mark sheet certificate xerox copy amaga loinana passport photo ani amade August English and Manipuri fawbugi manungda hiram khudingmakta thoidok hendokna state ki national ki amade international ki thakta manamathum phangbikraba sagai cha singna marilena che changsing passport photo ani ga loina lakliba tang taranipan thamapan English and Manipuri no mai jingmit fawbugi manungda BIPL langthabal lep awang lekai da leiba NSDO ki office ta pishin birak na babawjan jade akupa marul ki damag 7005611501 9862825547 natraga 8974434545 ta pau pirakpa yagani khangan jadiba Dr. Ningombam Shanti Kumar Singh Secretary NSDO
Welcome back again. You're watching ELITETV's English News. India reported 5,108 new coronavirus infections, taking the total tally of COVID-19 cases to 4,45,10,057, while the active cases dipped to 45,749, according to the Union Health Ministry data updated on Tuesday. To-date count climbed to 5,28,216 with 19 fatalities, which includes 12 deaths reconciled by Kerala, the data updated showed. The active cases comprise 0.10% of total infections, while the national COVID-19 recovery rate increased to 98.71%, the ministry said. The daily positivity rate stood at 1.44%, while the weekly positivity rate was recorded at 1.70%. A total of 89.2 crore COVID-19 tests have been conducted so far, and 3,55,231 tests were conducted in the last 24 hours. As many as 215.67 crore total vaccine doses, including 94.57 crore second dose and 18.70 crore precaution doses, have been administered so far under a nationwide vaccination drive. A total of 19,25,881 doses were administered in the last 24 hours, the ministry said. Minister of State for Science and Technology Jitendra Singh has said that the first trial for Gaganyaan, India's maiden human space mission, will be done by the end of 2023 or at the beginning of 2024. He said the first day's flight will be followed by sending a female-looking humanoid robot, Vayomitra, to ensure that the final flight of Gaganyaan is flawless. Dr. Jitendra Singh said on the basis of these two missions, our astronauts will go in third mission. With the launch of Gaganyaan, India will become the fourth nation in the world to launch a human space flight missions after the US, Russia and China. Team Manipur and Jharkhand will play the final match of the ongoing Under-14 Boys 61st Subroto Mukherjee International Football Tournament at New Delhi, jointly organized by Subroto Mukherjee Sports Education Society and Indian Air Force. The final match will play on 15th of this month. 34 teams divided into 8 groups are competing in the tournament, which began from 6th of this month. Yesterday's semi-final match was played between Manipur and Nagaland, where Manipur beat Nagaland by 2-0 goal. Hairo Higher Secondary School is representing Manipur in the said tournament. In women's cricket, India defeated England by 8 wickets in the second 2020 to level the 3-match series 1-1 at a country ground derby last night. Chasing 143 runs to win, India made 146 runs in 16.4 overs for the loss of 2 wickets. For India, opener Smriti Mandhana made an unbeaten 79 runs, and she was supported by Harmanpreet Kaur's unbeaten 29 runs and Safali Verma's 20 runs. Smriti Mandhana was named player of the match. Earlier, host England won the toss and opted to bat first. Batting first, they made 142 for 6 in the stipulated 20 overs. For India, Sneha Rana scaled 3 wickets while Renuka Singh and Dipti Sharma took each 1 wicket each. The first 2020 match was won by England. The final match in the T20 series will take place in Bristol tomorrow. Both teams will play 3 ODI matches after T20 series. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. And now let's take a look at the headlines once again. All Manipur Muslim students organizations warn of different forms of intense agitations if the state government fails to implement 4% higher education for Meitei Pangal students. Textiles, Commerce and Industry Minister Nemcha Kipgen attended Board of Trade meeting at New Delhi. And India logs 5,108 new COVID-19 cases, 19 days in last 24 hours. And that's all for now. For more updates, keep watching ELITETV English News. Thank you and have a good day.